Welcome to Lead with Clarity. This is a space for leaders who want to grow without losing themselves in the process. Each episode is a short reflection on leadership, influence, and the inner work that shapes how we show up for others. It's not hype, it's not noise, just clear thinking for the journey of leading well. The title of today's episode is Innovation is Never Solo. Most people think innovation starts with a spark, a lone moment, a single brilliant person. But in real leadership, innovation usually starts with attention. Paying close attention to what already exists, what already works, what is already breaking, what people are already saying, even quietly. Think about the best idea you've led in the last year, the one that made a measurable difference. If you trace it back honestly, it probably did not begin as a fully formed concept. It began as fragments, a customer complaint, a pattern in the data, a friction point that irritated you, something a teammate said in passing, a lesson from a prior failure, a practice you saw somewhere else that you adapted. Your leadership was not creating something from nothing. Your leadership was connecting what was already there. The misread here is believing that originality is the goal, that if your idea is not entirely new, it's not valuable, that credit has to be protected, that admitting influence makes you look less capable, that mindset turns leaders into gatekeepers. This posture makes teams cautious. It makes people hide early thoughts. And it slows learning because everyone is trying to be the hero instead of trying to be useful. I read a John Maxwell quote recently that says, quote, "Every successful idea is based on other ideas that precede and surround it," end quote. Maxwell's quote offers us a better frame. Every successful idea is based on other ideas that precede and surround it. That is not a weakness. That's the point. The leader's job is to curate, to listen widely, to study what came before, to invite perspective from around the work, to make room for the people closest to the customer and the process, and then to integrate those inputs into a direction that is clear enough to execute. When you lead this way, two things happen. One, your ideas get better, and two, your culture gets healthier. People feel seen, people contribute earlier, and progress stops depending on one person's brilliance. So the next time you hear yourself say, "We need a new idea," try a different question. What is already true that we're not connecting yet? What lesson from our past are we ignoring? What signal from our customers are we dismissing? What insight from our team is waiting for a leader who will take it seriously? Innovation is not a lightning bolt. It's a leadership practice of connection. And it starts with humility. The most enduring breakthroughs rarely come from standing alone. They come from standing in the right place, surrounded by the right ideas, and choosing to connect them with clarity. As we wrap up today's podcast, remember this. When you look closely, the best ideas were never yours alone. They were shaped by what came before and by what was happening around you. Leadership is noticing those threads, connecting them with integrity, and letting progress become something shared.